Australian Cruiserweight Champion Jai Opetaia, Ring Magazine and IBF Cruiserweight Champion, is starting to make noise. Let's talk about this fighter, his most recent victory over Jordan Thompson, and what could be ahead for him in the sport. This is going to be an interesting year of boxing by the time 2023 closes. But on Saturday, September 30th, from the OVO Arena, Wembley, Jai Opetaia took on Jordan Thompson for his IBF World and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight titles. It was a short but sweet success for Opetaia, and a fight that put him on the map as having arrived, because this champion displayed some things that you're not seeing from a lot of the fighters of today, a few that you can count on one hand. But let it be known that his victory over Marius Briedis was not a fluke, and if they were to face one another again, I would expect Jai Opetaia to win that fight, possibly by stoppage. His record now after Saturday's victory is 23-0 with 18 KOs. And as a cruiserweight, he's 28 years old, stands about 6'2.5", and may be well destined to venture up to the heavyweight division if he so desires. But he was able to take on Jordan Thompson, who's all of 6'6" and over an 80-inch reach, and took care of him as if he were nothing, people. He laid into Thompson, and what I noticed about the performance was, even before the bell rang for the end of the first round, he had Thompson withering and backing up toward the ropes. He knows exactly how to get inside on a taller fighter. He doesn't waste any energy or punches. Thompson, who thought he was going to be able to use his reach and height, has fallen to 15-1 with 12 KOs. He was a prospect/contender that the hopefuls felt that he may be able to get something done against Opetaia, but that wasn't to be the case. What he ran into was a buzzsaw. Against his fight with Briedis, Opetaia was able to win a unanimous decision. He has shown fluidity and footwork and movement, but in this fight he showed his aggression. And his aggression was exactly the made of order for this fight, as he took the heart and competitiveness away from Thompson almost immediately, battering him with powerful short shots on the inside. He showed total commitment behind an assertiveness that I don't believe the Thompson camp was at all prepared for. That's what I really liked the most, was the fact that he changed up the game plan. I believe they thought he would move and try to dart in and out from time to time. But that wasn't the case. He planted himself. He went forward. He put Thompson on the back foot, and he started battering him with an assortment of shots with both hands. Power punches, well placed, battering Thompson to the degree that coming towards the end of the second round, I was saying, I don't know if Thompson's corner should continue to send him out there. Because when a fighter is starting to take the type of punishment that Opetaia was inflicting on Thompson, it can take the fight out of a fighter. He showed a relentless pursuit of the challenger. He showed a champion's determination, as if to prove and say, you're not in my league. I'm going to turn back not only your challenge, but I'm turning back your confidence in any ability to do anything against me. And it played out visibly in the ring. You could see these things transpiring. As Opetaia attacked, he would put Thompson near the ropes with an assault that saw him just working him over completely. I was totally impressed with what I was seeing, because so many times in these present days of boxing, we see fighters who have size, strength, power advantages, but they don't implement and impose their will on guys very much. Well, Opetaia is not that man. He imposed his will to the degree behind an assortment and assault of punches. He worked top to bottom, body and head, bottom to top, wailing on Thompson. It was really tough to watch, especially if you were a Thompson supporter, because there were things happening in this fight that you just didn't want to see the guy deal with. But yet and still his corner, after 3 rounds, decided to put him out there for a 4th and final. I saw the stoppage coming, but I really felt like Thompson, the fight was over after the 2nd round. The referee mercifully in the 4th round stepped in to wave this battering off, and Thompson was appreciative that there was a referee, because Jai Opetaia went in for a vicious stoppage. He was not going to be denied, and he proved to the public. There were many who saw them during their face-off at the weigh-in. They were like, there's no way he's going to be able to deal with this bigger, stronger man with punches. No. He not only was able to deal with it, he was able to take all of those advantages that Thompson came into the fight with physically. He took them off the table. They were no part of the chess game. And that means that he's a well-schooled, well-studied fighter. I like this. I want to see more of this. When fighters like Jai Opetaia are out there battling, a lot of times the media doesn't cover them. Particularly, it has a lot to do with where you're coming from and who you are. But when you can fight, you can fight. And this is what we were able to see from him and his performance on Saturday night. I look forward to seeing him again. He's the type of fighter and champion that is a crowd-pleasing fighter. He puts his punches together in combination. He's a silent assassin. He will go on the offensive and look to take a fighter out. Overall, I see him being the fighter to beat at cruiserweight, and I think he could be even more appealing than Alexander Usyk was because of his versatility. Not only is he a well-punching fighter, but he can adjust his style in the ring. If he's got to go and get you, he'll go and get you. If he wants to make you chase and set traps, that's exactly what he'll do. And fighters like that are always dangerous because they are multifaceted. Salute to Jai Opetaia. I consider him going forward one to watch in 2024. He's a crowd-pleasing fighter. He's a determined fighter, and I see good things on the horizon for him. But you can let me know what your thoughts are as this fighter competes. We're going to see more and more. This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Leave comments. Go back and watch Opetaia versus Thompson and let me know what your thoughts are about this young, fierce fighter. Peace to everyone out there. And everyone, please remain safe.